Hello everyone, welcome back. Join me today as I decorate. I'm breaking out the vintage Santa mugs, transferware, and ironstone, and we're decorating the dining room for Christmas. We are going to take a very quick trip to the thrift store because I ended up finding something so cute to use in my decorating today. And y'all know I normally do thrifting and then the decorating or styling for the seasons in each video, but Christmas can be a lot, so I think my next video will be just the decorating. I know everyone prefers something different, but anyways, let's take a look at what they have here today. Now I did get this wood plant stand. It was only $12.50 and it's actual wood, so I thought, yeah, sure, I can use another one, even though I haven't found a spot for it yet. You can see it has that Ross tag on the bottom and it was originally $30, so I think I got a good deal. This store didn't have their Christmas stuff out yet. I think at some point they will probably transform almost everything over to Christmas decor, so I'll have to make a trip back here very soon. I actually have 2 or 3 Christmas openings in the next few days that I want to try and make, and if it works out, I'll try and film those to share with y'all here. Let me know if y'all's thrift stores do that also, if they, transform the whole store over, and usually they'll close it down the day before. Speaking of Christmas openings, I did go to my favorite antique store yesterday and they had their Christmas opening event, but y'all, I was kind of sad because there just wasn't much to look at. I don't know, maybe my expectations were a little too high, but I just didn't find much at all, and maybe that just goes to show how hard it's getting to find actual vintage or even antique Christmas. Also, a lot of people are selling online now, so I think the reselling competition is high. Where do y'all do your shopping for antiques? Do you enjoy antique stores still, or maybe you've discovered a platform like Whatnot and you've been buying there, which I'm guilty of myself. I do prefer finding things in person though at antique stores, or if I'm lucky, at the thrift store. Y'all know I can spot a vintage serving piece like this from a mile away. I didn't love these enough to bring them home because right before this I actually found a few things for an even better deal. Loved this fabric. I've been wanting to find some pretty fabrics like this to cover picture matting, or this would be good for a small lampshade as well. And can y'all believe that this antique ironstone pitcher is still here? I think it's because they have it priced at $30, but I can't believe no one has grabbed that for even that price. Alright, it's time to decorate. We're picking up where I left off in my last video. I put up the curtains, the tablecloth, and then added that little tree in the corner. And all of those things are from Amazon, by the way, so I'll link them in the description and a pinned comment. Y'all saw that I switched my cabinets around, so this will be the first time I'm decorating this one. with my vintage dishes and ironstone and stuff. Now that might not seem like a big deal, but it was very strange for me because I guess I've just been doing it a certain way for so long now that I was struggling a bit, but I think it turned out okay. You'll have to let me know if you prefer it this way or with the curved cabinet that I moved into the living room. Now I know y'all are going to suggest painting the inside of this or putting up a different contact paper in the back so that the whites stand out, but remember, this is temporary just for Christmas, and I have this cabinet done like this because I like to decorate with like moody darker colors, so my other stuff stands out better with it this way, so I won't be making any changes for that reason. Because I had a little more room with this cabinet, I wanted to add in some of my favorite vintage silver plate pieces. I always have the silverware and serving stuff mixed in, but I wanted to add in some larger items on each shelf. I collect these, I think they're sugar dishes, but I have 3 now, so I wanted to add one to each shelf. And I'm going to decorate from further back like this, and then I'll break out the better camera lens and show you all the up close shots and pretty details afterwards. If you're new here, you'll see that I like to layer things and really fill out the space. I'm not trying to showcase each item on its own. I do prefer a collected maximalist look. Y'all saw in my Christmas thrift haul video how many of these vintage apple ornaments that I've thrifted, so I wanted to add them to a few spots in here as well, just to carry on that apple theme I talked about. I'm still really hoping to find a red transferware pitcher about the size of that larger one here. I don't think I've even seen any at any of my antique stores, but I feel like I'm just missing some larger pieces like that. And maybe I've actually seen some at Goodwill, but I want an older one that's antique, and I think usually I find those reproduction pieces and they just don't look as nice to me. I am adding the vintage Santa mugs to every shelf. I've gotten lucky enough to find the majority of mine at thrift stores over the years, and actually the ones you'll see that are just white and they're missing the paint, I found all 5 of those at one time at a Goodwill like 4 or 5 years ago now, and I still can't believe that happened. But if you're still hoping to find some, honestly, you may just have to get 1 or 2 from antique stores, because I saw so many yesterday at mine and they weren't priced that bad in comparison to what they sell for online. You'll see that I've added a couple of velvet bows to some things, and I have to thank my past self for that, because I found a whole tin of them pre-tied with the floral wire attached from last year, so I made it very easy on myself this year. This silver plate piece I added is another favorite of mine. It's hard to tell, but it has these like little bird claws on the front that stick out, and that's where you would rest the spoon. Maybe a sugar spoon or a condiment spoon. I'm not sure exactly what this was for, but I actually should go back and add a little spoon there. Alright, this bottom shelf is a little difficult to decorate because you're looking down into it and the cabinet door covers most of it up, so I didn't try too hard to make it look perfect. I added some bowls and stuff that you can look down at, and I used a hat box as a riser, but some stuff might get covered up, as you'll see. Alright, before we move on, I'm gonna add some stuff to the top. Luckily, I already had this spot decorated in my head, and it worked out perfectly. I'm draping a garland from Hobby Lobby, and y'all, I love these garlands. I think they have really nice movement, so I think I'm gonna buy a new one every year to build a collection of them. Assuming that they'll have them every year. Anyways, I knew I wanted this vintage basket up here, and I'm adding a long droopy velvet bow that's gonna hang down really long, and again I'm securing it with floral wire. And I ended up adding another basket and some larger ironstone pieces because honestly I had nowhere else to store them, so having this cabinet in here worked out great because I'm just getting them up out of the way, and they also look really pretty. Okay, now to this wall, I'm adding just a white ironstone platter, and then I love this little oval one with the red transferware bird. I knew I wanted it out here on display instead of hiding in the cabinet. Y'all, have actually changed this spot up a bit since filming, so hopefully you'll see that in another video. I was really hoping to find some different throw pillows to add to the chairs. I just feel like the toile ones that I add are just a little fancy, and I mentioned I wanted to add in pops of nostalgia all throughout my Christmas decorating, so maybe I'll get lucky and thrift a pair that I like a little better, but for now I'll just use what I have. Alright, we're gonna end with the dining table. I love this gingham tablecloth with the ruffle. I feel like I might want to add a different runner if I can find one, but this one is so pretty. It has bows and just really pretty little details, so I'm gonna add that here to ground my centerpiece. I did DIY this apple topiary last year, and y'all please don't ask me how I did it because it was not easy. I think I used wood skewers and a lot of hot glue. From the thrift store we visited, I got this little silver plate tray for $2, and also this adorable vintage teapot. I love the dainty pattern, and it actually matches a lot of the other pieces I have. It was only $5, and I knew I wanted it here when I saw it. I went back and forth about what color candles to use in this candelabra. I ended up just sticking with white because I felt like there was already too much red going on, but the green was maybe too dark. I don't know. Also, do y'all think I should add velvet or satin bows to this, or just leave it plain? Lastly, I'm adding some cloth napkins and some spoons to just go with the tea setup, and a long droopy velvet bow. Alright y'all, that's it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed watching. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up, comment below to let me know you were here, subscribe, and I'll talk to you in my next one. Bye!